chilling. What's up, guys? We are going live here on the internet. I just gotta pretty up the beard. I wouldn't mind bombing it. I might have to bomb it. I might have to bomb my beard. One time. Bomb my beard. One time here. Got some lighters. Who do we got up in here? We got Debbie, Troy, Michael, Kathy. How was my afternoon? It's very productive. Working like a son of a bitch, man. Working on the road. You know what I do. You know how I do. I just got to bomb the beard here. You know, I got my technique. I got my beard bombing technique. Richard Magnarelli, Trendy Mafia, old school. What? T. Hill. Crystal loves Chuck Walker. Cheers, Crystal. Loves Chuck Walker. Michael Goldsmith. It's going good. Erica. Yo. Johnny Blackstone. Yo. I'm trying to join. Gio. Hey, Gio. Tommy. Yo. Hey, Jordan. What's up, guys? Underbrush. You got to underbrush for your length and your strength, or you don't get all your length and your strength that you could possibly get. You got to get your length and you got to get your strength. Your length and your strength. Here we go. There it is. And now I have a paper towel. Now I'm going to use, check this out. I'm going to use Trendy Pain Oil to get the honest Amish beard balm off my fingers. Watch this. Okay, look. I'm going to use some of this pain oil here. Rub this on my hands. Get all over it because I've got arthritis in my fingers. You saw my post, lol. Jack Oni Access All. I saw your post. Yeah, I saw your post and I unfollowed you on Twitter, dude. Because you're a fucking idiot. Alright? You know, you're a moron. You say a lot of dumb shit. And, yeah, I love that you guys are participating. And I love that you guys are retweeting me and stuff like that. But, dude, I gotta tell you, man, I read your tweets. And I was just fucking you talking about you can't wait to go to space and shit like that. I mean, I don't want to be friends with you, man. You sound like a fucking 3-year-old. You know, you sound like a fucking child. I don't know what the fuck you're putting on Twitter, but you're not helping anybody, and you sound like a fucking idiot. All right, Nick, thank you, buddy. Getting packed, back for vacation, loaded the snowmobile, and getting packed. Oh, getting packed. Troy, gotcha. Appreciate the long show earlier. Oh, yeah, it was a rough day. Oh, right on, Nick. Bad news, war is. Yes, we're going to talk about that. Do not yell at me, says Michael Goldsmith. Okay, I got just about all the Honest Amish beard balm off here. I'm going to put some Trendy Pain Oil on my lips now. You know, it's like, Jack, you had to open up your fat fucking mouth. You couldn't keep your fat fucking mouth shut, and I wouldn't have said anything. But you had to open up your fat fucking mouth. Aww, white on white and black on black. Aww. Look at the curl. He even matches the curl of the...
Of the bed?
Yeah. That is so cute.
Little angel.
Top of the hour, guys. We're going to be smoking here in just a second. Cuties. Well, I don't use Twitter. First time using it. Listen, dude. How old are you, Jack? How old are you? Tell me what your age is, and don't lie to me like that other son of a bitch did the other day, because somebody will just find out. How old are you? You know, we got to start from there, and you got to be honest with me. I want to make sure you're paying attention to my show, man. Your age doesn't really matter so much. It just lets me know where we are from an experience and from a time standpoint, how long you've been a human being, okay? Basically, Damiano DeZazzo, Trendy Mafia, old school, what? Hey, Jay. You know, I get no support on Twitter. When David Pakman puts a tweet on Twitter, do you know that all of his followers go over there and talk to him and they tweet him and put their comments on there? There's like a whole thing. You can go through and read all the comments. It's amazing. I love that shit. Hey, Hutch, what's up, son? Legalize everywhere. I hope not. All right, Amy Nelson. Hey, Amy. chronic, I'd go broke. Damiano, no law regarding Canada. BD Swim. Why do conservatives want to drop a nuke so bad? This isn't Call of Duty, idiots. Are they already talking about dropping a nuke? Jeez. God, it's fucking unreal, man. David Campione, old school Trinity Mafia, mob boss. What? Kevin Vaught. Charles Reamer should have been dealt with in the late 80s. What? No support? I support you everywhere. Don't you remember, Charles, the black man, the black president, Barack Obama? He did a peace deal with Iran. We were fine. We were giving them the money back that we stole from them from the illegal war that we had. We were giving them their money back. They were agreeing to not participate in a nuclear program anymore. It was fantastic. But you can't have a deal that the black man made because the racist red-haired orangutan gets jealous. So that's where we are today. I thought I was doing good sharing. I know the support, so I wanted to... I'm 20. Yes, 20 matters. It matters that you're 20 years old, Jack. I'm glad you told me that. Now I know how old you are. It gives me a little bit of a understanding of where you're coming from. Listen, you're not going to outer space, Jack. Okay, you're not ever going into outer space. Okay, we're not, as a race, we're not just going to another planet. I think it's fantastic that they can see a planet that is 100 light years away with a telescope. Fantastic. We're not going there. You're not going there. Your kids aren't going there. Your grandkids aren't going there. And your great-grandkids aren't going there because you're not going to have great-grandkids because the human race will be exterminated by then because of what we've done. Okay, so understand that. Whenever you're sitting there, dreaming about being on a planet, another planet and going into outer space, you got to remember when you're tweeting shit and you tweet it at Trendy As Dabbers, Trendy Nay is going to read your tweet. And I'm going to tell you what I think, okay? Don't put up some stupid shit. Watch my show. And if you listen to my show, you'd know we're not going into outer space, bro. We're not going up there. Fucking Elon Musk isn't going to save your ass. And we're not going to Mars. We're not going to colonize the moon. And we're not going to, there's nothing that's going to save us from our impending doom.
Oh, look at what your child's doing.
Oh, look at him. Let's do my child. We didn't steal any money, Donald.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we stole money. When you start a war with a country, okay, and you take money, that's stealing, okay? We started an illegal war. That was their money. We owed it to them. We were just giving it back. And the fact that you don't know that, Donald, that's your problem. You just don't watch the news. You don't inform yourself. Maybe you should watch some pundits on YouTube. And it wouldn't matter if you're watching people on the left or the right. At least you'll get some facts. You have none right now. And that does not impress me. All right? And I love it when people that don't have facts try to debate me. Okay. No law regarding cannabis. This is a huge dab of orange butter. And we are going in. Cheers. Look, before I do this dab, Donald, you're getting blocked. Like I said, I'm not debating an idiot like you that doesn't have facts. Okay? If you want to debate me, you got to come bring facts to the table. You don't even have that, so just go away. We have wars now, Nay, with USA. Okay, we can't have wars. It's no good. What will happen now, Nay, with USA and Iran? Will they still do peace deal? You're not paying attention. See, this is the problem, Jack. You're not paying attention. They're out. Okay, Donald Trump took us out of the peace deal. Because Barack Obama did it. Donald Trump didn't like it because he's a racist. He doesn't like what a black person does. So he had to undo what the black man did, even though I thought it was a great thing. To give Iran back the money that we took from them and to have them stay out of the nuclear race. Fantastic. Donald Trump didn't see it that way. He got out of the deal. Okay. That set into motion a whole chain of events that have led to where we are today. We are at war, Jack. We are at war, Jack. We are officially at war, Jack. I understand that you're 20 years old and your young mind has a hard time processing that we just started another war, but that's what your lovely president, Donald Trump, just did for you, okay? You need to start accepting that. All right? I mean, we're at war, bro. There's Americans that are dead now. Okay, there's dead Americans. The blood is on Donald Trump's hands. These are the decisions that he made. He's brought us here. He thought it was going to help him with an election. He thought, oh, yeah, I'll get elected. I'll get reelected. You know, I'll start a war. You know, he started the wrong war with the wrong country at the wrong time and the wrong way to do it. He's made a very, very big mistake. Jack, you know, some people just need to stay out of politics. And the people that need to stay out of politics are the people like you that don't pay attention to them. Okay? Stop asking political questions like you fucking think you know what's going on. You're proving to me with every statement that you make that you have no idea what's going on in the world. So stop trying to engage in a conversation you know nothing about. Jack, this is what I want you to do from now on. I want you to shut the fuck up. I want you to start listening, and I want you to start learning and educating yourself. The reason why you're not learning and educating yourself is because you're so busy asking these stupid fucking questions about shit that you know nothing about. Okay? Go watch a news program. Go watch a news program. Stop asking dumb questions, Jack, okay? You're asking very stupid, unrelatable questions that have no basis in this conversation whatsoever. You're just saying dumb shit. It doesn't even make sense, okay? I'm trying to save you from yourself right now. Just, you know, you're getting some advice from somebody who knows what's up. Listen to me, okay? Go educate yourself before you start entering into a conversation. It sucks that we're going to war. Yeah, it does, Amy, doesn't it? It does suck that we're going to war. It sucks that Donald Trump put us in this war. It sucks that people were so blind and so stupid to put someone who's dumb like Donald Trump in the presidency. I don't care if you wanted to shake up the country or you wanted to, you know, you don't like black people or whatever your reason was for voting for Donald Trump. This is where you got it. Now, you might be a big American flag waving, you know, supporter of Trump and the war and all this stuff. But listen, every American soldier that loses their life, and there will be some, and they're already dead, I'm sure. If the blood is on your hands, that means it's your fault. That means you're a fucking murderer of American soldiers because you support Donald Trump. Okay? That's where you are today. And I warned you 2 years ago not to vote for the motherfucker because this is where you would be. And here we are. Go back and watch my shows from 2 years ago, and you'll hear me warning you that this motherfucker was going to take us into a war. I said he's going to start a war. He's going to get Americans killed. Here we are. You're going to ban Muslims coming into the United States. That was a great one. Going to ban all Muslims coming into the United States. Well, I tell you, there's an $80 million contract for the assassination of President Trump right now. I can't remember the last time there was a hit out on Donald Trump, on a president, on a sitting United States president. It's crazy that we've even come to that. And I just think it's a matter of time before Iran figures out to stop attacking U.S. troops and to start attacking Donald Trump personally. And I have a feeling that his soft target hotels and his golf courses are going to take the brunt of Iran's fury. I'm calling this right now because I see this happening. It's very easy for someone to drive a truck into the front of a Donald Trump hotel and blow it up. There's nothing to stop it. Okay, these are soft targets. It's only going to take Iran a couple of days to figure this out. They've already got people here in this country. In fact, Iran pulled off an assassination here in the United States back in the 80s. They don't give a fuck. They do it too. They play the game. Hey, be nice. Rogan? No. Be nice. They play the game just as good as any other foreign adversary does. They've got spies. They've got people that they pay that have white skin. Okay? Blonde hair, blue eyes, agents. They look American. but they're working for Iran. We've got them everywhere. And it's, America's got people of different color all over the world. Iran's got it too. Russia's got it. Israel's got it. It's just going to take a few of those people to show up and do their job. That's why they're here. It is sad and it's scary. And I've been sitting here watching the news, reading it out to Andrea for the last hour before I started the show. And it's been stressing me out. I've been getting stressing myself out. Happy 7:10, everybody. This is actually bottom of the hour. Cheers. I haven't even done a dab yet. It's really stressful. It is. If you care about people and you care about lives, and I do, and I don't want American soldiers to die. I don't want anybody to die. But unfortunately, this is where we're at right now. Sorry, Jerry. David C. Baker Jr., stop ignoring me. I texted you. You're ignoring me. What's Trump's reason to go to war? Back in the history of the United States, presidents that were in office were able to stay in office by going to war, because back in earlier times, America was defending themselves more than attacking other countries. Okay? Donald Trump tweeted all the time claiming that Barack Obama was going to start a war with Iran to get reelected. Well, he didn't start a war with Iran. In fact, he struck a peace deal with Iran and he got reelected anyway. But in Donald Trump's mind, a president has to, because he's an idiot. Donald he's got the mind of a child. A president has to start a war in order to be reelected, not just get votes based on the quality of the governing that they've produced over the last 4 years. Does that make sense? Does that answer your question? Jerry? Rob, monetary gain. How many, no, not monetary gain. How many cigars have you smoked to blow those O-rings? I don't smoke cigars. I don't smoke tobacco. I use cannabis. I watched the live stream earlier with the meeting that went on with Trump. Hope everyone has a great evening heading to the VA hospital. Loss is like, Troy Corbin, take us with you to the hospital. Hashtag keep it open. Mind of a child is giving too much credit. He makes fun of Rosie on Twitter. That's how smart Trump is. I don't like Trump, says Dennis Agnew. Yes, thank you, says Amy. Jack, do you think Iran doesn't want a war? That's what I feel with their attack. Why attack their own land? They didn't attack their own land. They attacked an Iraqi base, bro. I know there were U.S. soldiers there, but I feel like it. Okay, you got it wrong, Jack. Okay, Iran sent missiles into Iraq. Okay? You get it now? Doesn't seem like a move to start a major war, personally. Right. We're already at war, bro. You kill an American on American soil or abroad, you're starting a war. You don't understand it because you're probably a kid. You're probably young. You don't understand how war works. This is very basic shit. It's very common sense shit. What a shit move to attention away from the impeachment. What's your thought? No, he's trying to focus on the impeachment. I don't buy that. Donald Trump is focusing on the impeachment. He's trying to use it to his advantage. I like lighting my beard up like this. I can't wait to get my Trini Pain oil. It works wonders. How far do you think this will go? Ooh, that's a good question. Let's talk about that. Okay, I get it, buddy. Why'd he pick that country to go to war, Amy? They attack our military. Trump's the kind of dick that buys 1,000 lunch and still tips $5. I don't understand why. I'm an Army veteran. I don't like all this war things. It makes me want to throw up. Who was your pick for the 2016 election? Bernie Sanders. I voted for Bernie Sanders. What natural resources are in iron? I don't understand, though. Lately, lots of people are saying cannabis is bad for your heart. I don't get that shit. I love cannabis. Sucks knowing if it does fuck with your heart. What the fuck? Chad, because that's bullshit. Fighting each other over other countries will cause a world war, wouldn't it? Multiple countries get involved. Yes, it's a world war. Sorry, off subject. Yeah. Does that make sense? What we're talking about? Let me back up here. Hey. No. I don't understand really. I don't understand really. I'm an Army veteran. Yeah, you don't understand. Yeah, you don't get it, Jack. You say you're a veteran and you don't get it. That's fucking weird. You don't even know what's going on. You didn't realize that Iran fired missiles into Iraq. And you didn't realize that those are two different countries. And then you try to tell me that you're an Army veteran? Really, bro? Really? Hey, man, thank you for your service. And if you're stealing valor, then you're a fucking low-life piece of shit. I would think that just about anybody that's an ex-veteran, I'm sorry, not ex-veteran, anyone that's a veteran would know that Iran shot missiles into Iraq, would have that straightened out, right? The war hasn't ended since I was there in 2011. It was just quiet, right? Put in the background, but rockets have been launched in the whole time. I feel we should just end it, pull our troops back, and make the entire region flat, or this will never end up in U.S. more than it already is. It's called a mistake, Jack. It was a big mistake, bro. Look at my Facebook. I don't need to look at your Facebook, bro. You know, you fucked up. And, as far as I see it right now, you owe me an apology. So I'll accept it when you give it to me. All right? And like I said before, thanks for your service. If you're all smart, by the way, thanks for going to war for oil, because that's all you fucking did. Hope you're proud of yourself. If y'all are smart, Big Bad Bernie is the way to go. Sure, I'm Canadian, but I follow world news, and that's my unneeded opinion. Is the way to go. Yeah, Bernie is the way to go. Josh, I like Turtles Tattoos. Kelly, what's up, son? I call bullshit on Jack, sorry. If he's a soldier, he's a soldier. He's just not thinking clearly. Usually war is caused by natural resources someone wants. Okay, Jack. Yeah, thanks. Makes more sense now. I can see others' comments from other things. Trying to process everything you say, Nay. Pizza time for me. I got memory retention. Okay, Jack. Good, man. I'm glad I can work with you. Look, it's 420, everybody. We got to get this stab together. People getting hurt, killed, also worried it will come back. Justin, in your opinion, do you think it will end up here? Nah. I think Iran's going to attack Donald Trump. I think that he's going to attack Donald Trump personally. I think they're going to attack his hotels. They're going to attack his golf courses. That's what I think. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, everybody. I wouldn't recommend anybody do business with Donald Trump right now. Hey, you be nice. Had to do a quick welfare check on the cat. Nobody smokes like me, man. Nobody. Yeah, I think so too, Rob McNeil. Yeah, I think they're going to go after Donald Trump. And I think Americans should put that out there. You know, we don't want war with Iran. I was perfectly satisfied with the deal the black president made. You know, the black man, I thought he did a great job. Black or purple or whatever color, you know, the black man did a fantastic job striking a peace deal with Iran. He squashed it, and it was no skin off our teeth because the money belonged to Iran anyway. We were doing the right thing, giving them their money back, and they were doing the right thing by saying they were not going to enrich uranium anymore. What a great deal. Donald Trump comes in, his dick shrivels up because he sees the big black cock, and it scares his little tiny red penis, little tiny pee-pee, right? And he's got penis envy from the black man, and and it makes him sad, and it makes him feel less than he should. It makes him feel like a little tiny nothing. So he goes in, he becomes president just so he can undo what Barack Obama did. Now, Barack Obama taunted Donald Trump. Barack Obama doesn't want to come out and admit this. But when Donald Trump, before he was president, they were doing a press, the big thing where everybody's there is a big thing, and Donald Trump was there, and Barack Obama was there, and I'm sure, the Clintons and other people, it was this big press corps thing. And Barack Obama got up on stage and ridiculed Donald Trump. And I said, that was the moment right there that Donald Trump said, you know what? I'm going to run for president of the United States. I'm going to win because I'm an old man. I got nothing else to do. Because this motherfucker, this black man, just humiliated me in front of the world. Now I'm going to go undo his legacy. I'm going to go spoil everything that he's ever touched. And it was at that moment that Barack Obama trolled and incited and inspired Donald Trump to become president of the United States. This was Barack Obama's fault. Barack Obama, even though he set up the peace deal with Iran in that crazy roundabout, stupid fucking couldn't keep his fat fucking mouth shut at that dinner, and he had to ridicule Donald Trump. He had to single him out. He had to ridicule him. Donald Trump said right there in his mind, he laughed, he goes, oh yeah, you watch me, motherfucker. I'm going to become president. I'm going to undo everything you've ever fucking done. And the people are going to vote for me because America is full of a bunch of fucking suckers. And the only reason I'm going to get in there is to undo everything you did. And what he didn't realize, what Donald Trump didn't realize, when he undid what he was doing with Iran, was that Iran was going to fucking talk the talk and walk the walk. And that's what Iran did. And now Americans are dead. I'm pretty sure Americans are dead. You can't fire 10 missiles into a fucking army base and not have some people killed. And I think the only reason we're not getting numbers right now is because they don't want us to know how bad it is. Yes, I'm seeing your comments. I'm seeing everyone's comments. What's up, you son of a bitch? Joey Ramaz, Trinity Mafia, old school. What? Here, let me move this these windows. It's all fucked up. I'm trying to remember. something here. Okay, it's cool. I can do this. Right, okay, here. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Now, let's add this. And let's add this. I wonder if just clicking on it, no. Help. What do I have to do here that brings it on is exclusive window capture? Yeah. Exclusive window capture is off with that one. It should pop on. It just usually just pops right on. Oh, exclusive window capture was on. There it goes. And now, boom, there it is. Isn't that crazy? When I was in Afghanistan, the U.S. never got the true news anyways, so unless you have a military source that's there, well, I'll violate OBSEC, we will never know the truth. What's up, Nay? You doing good? No, Justin, you'll get news out of Iran. There's Iranians that are on Twitter, bro. They're tweeting. You know, if you're on Twitter, you'd know that. There's news is flowing, bro. It's all over the internet, and the Iranians have access to the internet. And CNN has to report it because the Iranian people are tweeting it out faster. You can ask Andrea. I was reading you the news before CNN reported it, right? And then when CNN came on, I was like, and now CNN's finally reporting it. It was like crazy. We were reading about it for an hour before CNN started reporting on it. Because we were pulling our news off of Iranians right out of Iran on Twitter. Hey man, those are our brothers, everybody. The Iranians, they love us. They love America, man. You don't even realize, man, how much Iranians love America.
How, Rogan? Come on.
When they're screaming death to America, it fucking kills them, man. You know, they don't want to have to do that. You know, they want to get along with us, man. They love American products. They love American technology. They love American entertainment. You know? You know? So, just understand, man, we're not going to let Donald Trump, this is exactly what Donald Trump tried to do to the left and right in this country. Now he's trying to do it between Iran and America. And we didn't let him do it to us. We didn't let him separate us here in the United States, right and left now, where everybody's getting along pretty fucking good now. You know, we have our debates, we have our arguments or whatever, and we call each other names or whatever. But you know what? Somebody's over on the side of the road, and they got a flat tire, and they need help. I don't care if they got a fucking Trump sticker on the back of their truck. I'm going to pull over, and I'm going to help them. What about y'all? You know, and if you guys are a Trumper, and you see somebody with a Democrat thing on the back of their bumper, and they got a flat tire, wouldn't you pull over and help them? Who fucking cares? Right? So it's the same thing with Iran. And we just have to rise above this very low bar that Donald Trump sets for everyone. You know, he's no role model. He's not an inspiration. He's not inspiring anybody. He's just a loser. And now people are dead. And it's just going to get worse before it gets better. And I'm sorry that, you know, we all saw this coming. And boy, was he fed he just ate it up. He was fed the support by his support base. You know, and I'm not even going to talk about Trump supporters on Twitter, which he does eat up. I'm talking about the goddamn Republican senators. That's all of them support him. Every single one of them. They all stand behind Donald Trump. It's become psychotic. There's not a single voice of reason from the right, from the Republican side. There's not a single adult in the room from the Republican Senate. It is psychotic. It is as psychotic as President Donald Trump is. He is patently be able to document how psychotic the man is. He could have secured 2020 election. I mean, he still might win it. Don't get me wrong. But he could have secured it so much better for not assassinating that guy. And now come to find out the guy wasn't doing all the things that these motherfuckers in the White House were claiming that he was doing. He wasn't plotting to kill Americans all over the world. He wasn't responsible for the deaths of Americans all over the place. It's crazy. He was on a peace mission. Do you guys know that? The guy that Donald Trump killed, okay? He was literally trying to negotiate a peace treaty with Saudi Arabia, America, Donald Trump's big buddy, Saudi Arabia. That's where he was. He was trying to negotiate peace with our ally, the ally that attacked us on 9/11. Where can I find the Iran news on Twitter? Yes, Yoshi Brian, I can. Follow me on Twitter. I'm retweeting it all for you. And then when you see those retweets, click on them, and you can follow them, and you go to their sites, and you can follow the people that they follow, and you can find all their followers, and you'll be all set up, man. Trendy As Dabbers on Twitter. Thank you so much for asking, Yoshi Bryant. Yes, you'll find all the Iran news you need on my feed. Trendy As Dabbers on Twitter. That's Trendy As Dabbers on Twitter. Thank you. Thank you for asking. How many failed business can you write of? Why do you say that, Stephen? Because you disagree with my opinion? Trump don't care for the people. Trump cares about himself, Kathy. I heard he killed main man over there and did not get Americans out of there. Amy Nelson. Nay, I bet you... Chronic East just says, nay, I bet you voted for Trump. You think I voted for Donald Trump? Andrea?
What?
You think somebody just said, nay, I bet you vote for Trump. You think I voted for Trump or I'd ever vote for Donald Trump?
All you do is talk shit about him.
All you do is talk shit about him.
What? We had a little photo shoot that I tagged your ass up on Instagram.
Cool. Aww.
But,
I want to see. I hope you got them big ears in there. You just got a follower and subscriber. Love your channel. Yoshi Bryant, Free Palestine, bro. Thanks. I'm just sick of people violating international law. You know, people like Donald Trump, people like Israel. It's fucking sickening.
He looks so fucking cute.
He looks like he's getting so big.
He doesn't look like a puppy anymore.
Look at you. Oh my God, he's getting so
It's just voguing.
big. Oh my God.
Kisses.
Oh. Oh. Cute.
He can be.
You want to do a dab of this?
Sometime.
You want to dab this while you're here? It's so delicioso.
Trying to figure out how you can look up photos.
Thanks, Lynette. Right back at you.
By date. Do you know how to do that on Facebook?
No, you just got to go to someone's feed and just scroll through it all.
No, like on my own.
Go to your feed and just scroll down. That's what you got to do. It sucks, right?
No, it's like 15,000.
That's all I know. Unless there's another way I don't know about. Thanks, Nicholas Brown. Cheers. For a second there, for a second I thought it was off. James Trendy. Chad Burton. Hello from Spokane, Washington. What's up, son? Lynette, much love to the moon and back. Andrew's cool as fuck. At War 2020. Jinmin, thank you. Joey Ramage. Trendy Mafia. Old school. What? Lynette Bartholomew. Cheers, Chad. I just got a new pen, but I don't have to smoke outside, sis. But I do have to smoke outside, so see you in a minute, Chad. Right on. I'm praying that the title is not the truth. Chad, we're at war, bro. It's already happened. Hold you toke, Kathy. Andrea's just got to take some deep breaths before she hits it. If she did that, she'd be able to. You got to just take a deep breath and blow all your air out. If you do that, you'd be able to hold that shit in. Deep breath makes a big... I always do that before a dab. Big deep breath.
Was that all the shit from downstairs? Oh, why'd you pull all that stuff? I'm gonna take this back down here.
Go ahead. Take what you
I'm
want.
gonna fill these bags. Not that. This one, though, that's what I did last. I did a lot last night, actually.
I was like a little squirrel
I thought there
harvesting my
was-
nuts.
There's another bag down there, right?
Yeah, I left a small one down there.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
just
and
like
then
this
there's
much in
those.
there.
Feel how soft they are?
They're fine. I would close these.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna dry out.
Okay. I'll probably close them in another hour.
I'm gonna do that one last. What is that? Untrimmed bed in the box? Or is that?
Which box?
There's a box
Where?
in the bedroom.
No,
It's on top of the bins and it says flour on it.
yeah, it's all old.
Oh,
wood.
okay.
Yeah, it's all old shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this one today. Fill this up too.
Oh, Dino, what's up, son? You want to see? Homie? Rogan, come here, buddy.
Somebody named Dino added me on Facebook yesterday.
Dino Nelson, Dino G Nelson.
Is his profile like him and his daughter? I don't know. It must have been a different one.
Not that I know of, unless but I haven't been on Facebook in a long time. Might have been him and his wife.
Blonde?
Dino? No, he's got grayish brown hair.
Oh, then I think it's a different one.
Kind of like my color hair.
Yeah, no,
Salt
I
and
think it's a
pepper, I
different
think.
one.
Right, Dino? You got salt and pepper, right, bro? Prayers. Chad sending prayers. Hey, prayers would have been not starting the fucking war in the first place if prayers even fucking worked, bro. There's dead people now. Hey, can I pick you up and show your grandpa? You want to see your grandpa?
Your grandpa.
It's his grandpa!
This is not his grandpa.
Yeah, it is. It's his grandpa. Ugh. Come here, Beezles. Ooh, Beezle Diesel. This is my Diesel. This is my Roto-Rooter. This is my tree trunk killer. You're not that gray? Okay. My nephew, fresh out of boot camp, just got his marching orders. They're sending him to Iran, bro? Got on Facebook so I can host you. I got you, bro. Juggalo, thank you, homie. He got socks on. He's getting huge. Big bobblehead. Baby bobblehead Rogan. He's getting thick. Dino, how big is Slayer, bro? Is Slayer the same size? He's so bad. This dog is so bad, Dino. He's so much trouble. You have no idea. He scratches people. He bites. He barks. He cries. He poops, pees. He destroys things. And he's such a sweetheart sometimes, though. He's such a sweet baby. He's such a sweet baby. Sometimes. I think he's bigger now than 30 pounds. I think he's bigger than 30 pounds. I've got the scale right here. I'll find out. I probably weigh about 205 or so with all my clothes on and shit, but let me see. While I got him here, while I'm holding him, I'll hop on the scale. What do you weigh, buddy? Let's find out. Okay. He's not gaining any fucking weight. 233. That's 233 that we both weigh together. And I weigh 201. Damn, I weigh 201 with my jeans and my shirt on that scale. So he's 32 pounds. He's gained 2 pounds. He's 32, just jumped up on the couch. He's such a big boy. 32 pounds. Ooh! Rogan weighs big 3-2. I heard the commander in al-Assad has issued a statement saying they were being attacked from all angles with cruise missiles. Jesus fucking Christ, man. You got a fucking psychotic for a president. Now he's going to send 50 missiles, and these are big missiles, guys. What Trump's going to respond with? He's probably already given the order. He's going to attack 50 sites in Iran. Dude, I hope the Iranians are evacuating their fucking sites, man. Those are going to be huge explosions, man. The American missiles, probably like a Tomahawk, you know. Okay, Google. What is the ratio of TNT from a Tomahawk missile?
According to Wikipedia, the yield of a Tomahawk cruise missile is equivalent to 500 kilograms of TNT, or approximately 0.5 tons.
A half ton of TNT, one of those cruise missiles. A half ton of TNT. You know, like a stick of dynamite. What would one stick of dynamite do in a crowd of 100 people? And then just imagine a half ton of that all exploding at one time. And they put it right where they need it. You know, that missile's going to go right where they aim it. There's no guesswork, man. It's all, you guys know how, you know, our GPS shit works? Well, their shit's way more advanced than our shit. They'll put something within 6 feet. They'll put a missile 6 feet of where they want it. No, we're at war, Jack. Who is saying we're not at war? We are at war. Donald Trump started it, and Iran has now responded. Now Donald Trump's going to respond again. And I am afraid that when Donald Trump attacks those 50 sites, I'm afraid that other countries are going to want to get involved, and it's not going to be on our side. This all could have been avoided if Donald Trump had just not been so jealous of Barack Obama. And this all could have been avoided if Barack Obama had just kept his mouth shut and not attacked Donald Trump like he did. He taunted him. Okay, Google. Video of Barack Obama taunting Donald Trump at press.
For that, you'll need to unlock your phone.
Yeah, shut up.
Playing Barack Obama taunting Donald Trump press videos on YouTube.
Here it is. Andrew, you ever seen this? It's Donald Trump got... You want to know why Donald Trump became president of the United States and swore to undo everything that Barack Obama ever did? It's because of this video right here. Here it is.
My fellow Americans, as some of you heard, the state of Hawaii released my official long-form birth certificate.
You guys remember Donald Trump was
Hopefully,
a birther?
puts all doubts to rest. But just in case there are any lingering questions, tonight I'm prepared to go a step further. Tonight, for the first time, I am releasing my official birth video.
There's Donald Trump, right in the middle.
Obviously, we all know about your credentials and breadth of experience. For example, no, seriously, just recently in an episode of Celebrity Apprentice, at the steakhouse, the men's cooking team did not impress the judges from Omaha Steaks. And there was a lot of blame to go around, but you, Mr. Trump, recognized that the real problem was a lack of leadership. And so ultimately you didn't blame Little John or Meatloaf. You fired Gary Busey. And these are the kind of decisions that would keep me up at night. Well handled, sir. Well handled. Say what you will about Mr. Trump. He certainly would bring some change to the White House. Let's see what we've got up there.
Trump, White House, he made it all neon, like a titty bar. It made it look White House in fucking hot pink. The dollhouse. That's funny. So that was the moment that Donald Trump probably said, you know what? I'm going to run for president. And I'm going to undo everything that you did. You know, it's like you need to... This is one thing Barack Obama was supposed to be so good at, was supposed to be such a great communicator and a great bringer together of people, a uniter, right? And then he goes and does that. Because, oh, it's so cool to roast people. Yeah, so cool to roast people. I'm going to roast Donald Trump. That's going to be great, man. It's going to be great. Look what you did, Barack Obama. You fucking piece of shit. So, if you ever wonder why Donald Trump became president, look no further than Barack Obama. You know, he wasn't the great uniter and he wasn't the great bringer of change that he promised everyone he would be. He fucked us pretty bad. And then he left the Indefinite Detention Act there for Donald Trump. He left the door open for Donald Trump to abuse, you know, everything that you know, he refused to fix. I voted for him twice. Barack Obama. I voted for him twice. Hated myself the second time for having to do it. What Hillary would be doing as president right now, I don't know. We might be at war. We might have been at war a lot sooner with Iran if Hillary Clinton was president. I don't know. Who knows? Man, I'm high as fuck all this goddamn orange juice. I can't smoke anymore. That's the shit right there. It's got me all fucked up. It's Elvis. It's goddamn Elvis. Oh, blue suede shoes. You guys see it's Elvis? Oh, singing a song. I'm Elvis. Oh, Christmas time. Elvis Presley. My dad looks like Elvis. You have to see this. My dad looks like fucking Elvis.
The what, like sideways?
Yeah, see the hair,
Yeah.
see the whole hair thing? Oh, Christmas time. Oh, yeah, it's from the side. Kind of from the front looks like a sick clown. From the front, it looks like a sick clown. Whoa, I'm a sick clown with silly poofy hair. Oh. I say the words of vote 28 for president. James Dean, he's a good communicator. I have had to support him because he is my president. Fuck. Whatever, dude. I don't support him at all. Here, let me do that. Because you gotta do it like this. You gotta put your hand right here and put this in place. It's stupid. It's stupid. Look, these. See?
What is the clip broken?
The clip never worked right. What am I doing? God bless America. There we go. I was gonna put a screw in there though. I was gonna put a big screw right through there, hold that in place. Like that. You can bend them. It's bendable.
Yeah, that's fucking...
It's cheap, I know. It's fucking the cheapest goddamn blinds I could find. Because I was selling the house. I thought I was selling the house. I just want to get something cheap to fucking put on the windows. And they're cheap.
Oh, those weren't there before? You just put those on when Donna was here?
Well, she had left to go over to the other side of the country, and I did that actually after she left.
What was there before?
Nothing. Well, there were curtains up on that
all
thing.
the windows?
No, these have really nice blinds. These have those, but see, I was gonna get those, and you know how expensive those are? Those blinds? Psh, I priced them, man.
Blinds are, I know, I used to sell them. Oh,
The-
Wally? Yeah, for sure. Are they wood?
No,
Either
no,
way,
they're
Wally
cloth.
blinds are fucking expensive.
They're
to
cloth,
sell.
and they're nice cloth.
Oh,
They're,
yeah, the honeycomb ones.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they're really nice, beautiful,
Yeah, I know. Wally blinds are really good blinds.
and I was like, I can't justify spending $6,000 on blinds,
That's how much they are. It's insane.
you know.
You know how much fucking shutters are?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
it's crazy.
When
It's-
you have
they're more than the house.
When you have fuck you money and you want fun shit like that, though, you get
Yeah.
it, you know? Then you have $1 million home.
A lot of people do that up here, though. You wouldn't believe how busy we were, dude. How much people fucking pay. It's insane.
I'm high as fuck. These buds, though. I was squishing that orange bud. I could squish some more. I could squish these. Man, try to figure out why that bag blew out so fucking bad. Oh, did I turn it off? I think I turned it off. Yeah, I turned it off. I'm not gonna squish. Fuck that shit. Changed my mind. Boom! Changed my mind. But, you know, I could get crazy. I could just go until I fill this up all the way to the top with orange ooze. That would be so fun, just to have this totally full. Ooh, it'd be more than enough. More than enough. Let's go spread the orange love all around. That's orange, bud. No, the shutters are expensive, but not as much as a really nice house. Yeah, we're at World War III. Yeah. Let's see. I mean, everybody should just turn their news on, because I guess the missiles are going to start flying now. So, turn the news on. Okay? All right, you guys enjoy your tops of the hour. I'll see you tonight's show if we go live, okay? You guys know where to find me, trendyasdabbers.com. Please retweet me on Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter account, go make one. Then just start hitting that retweet button, the little square with the 2 arrows that looks like a square. That's the retweet. And then you want to retweet with a message and retweet me at a bunch of people that have big Twitter followings. You'll find all kinds of people on Twitter, man. It's a lot of fun. You'll get all your news before the news puts the news out if you follow the right people. So follow me and you'll get a lot of that news, okay? That's Trendy as Dabbers on Twitter. And please also follow Trendy as Dabbers on YouTube. That's Trendy as Dabber. Can I really justify shutting down a show that's got almost 50 people watching it, though? How about we say, fuck that, stay, and do some more dabs? I can't let 49 people just walk away. I'm like, I'm sorry, man. I'm a live streamer, man. I'm a fucking live streamer at heart. I got 49 people here. I got the floor. Why am I going to shut it down? Huh? Because it's an hour? What? Because I'm OCD and I got to do what my OCD tells me. It's an hour. Better shut the show off because 1 hour's up and you're OCD and you want your shows all to be 1 hour long. No. Let's stay. Let's get high. I might even go turn the goddamn press on and press some more of this. Orange ooze! Orange ooze! Orange ooze! Orange ooze! Orange ooze! Let's do it. Let's press some more orange ooze. You know, maybe I should double bag it. Yeah, man, dude, it destroyed the bag. I mean, I wasn't even like two tons in, and the bag just blew. You know? Orange ooze. Okay, everybody share this video and rock it out for me. Everybody share this video and rock it out for me. Everybody share this video and rock it out for Trendy. Rock it out for Trendy. Rock it out. Rock it out. Rock it out for Trendy. We're going to have some fun. We're getting trendy. Listen, man, I hope none of you have family or friends over in Iran. And I'm sorry if you have family and friends in the military that are going over there to fight. My heart goes out to y'all, man. And to the people, you know. I mean, it's a horrible, horrible thing. War. So unnecessary. This was all over nothing, man. We committed an atrocity, man. We murdered somebody. You know? Ugh. We violated international law, man. And we're partially to blame, you know. We haven't impeached him and taken him out of office. We've left him in there and allowed him to do what he's going to do. You know, we should have impeached him a long time ago on on other things, but we didn't. We failed. I'm in California. Yeah, you can grind it. You know, I pulverize it with this pen, smashing it down into the bag. You can grind it up if you want. It's a little easier to pulverize if they're full buds, though. God, it's cold out there, man. Holy shit.
Just got super cold.
I live near a military base, and the helicopters and planes have been crazy these past 2 hours. Really? Huh. Wonder if they're bringing people in. Yeah, this stuff is pretty much all ground up from me smashing it with this pen. Alright, so I got the corners good. I'm just going to kind of push that down a little. Okay, now I'm just going to... We murdered our own president. Come on, Nay. We murdered our own president? What? I've never seen anyone handle cannabis. I'm allergic to it, unfortunately. We call it cannabis, Justin. Yeah, smell-o-vision. Justin, two different Justins. Didn't think I'd notice. How's life going tonight? It could be better if we weren't at fucking war with Iran. But, you know, President Trump has to raise everybody's fucking blood pressure. And result in the deaths of American soldiers. He claims to love American soldiers so much, he doesn't even hesitate to commit them to fucking death. Doesn't even fucking hesitate. That's how much he loves them. Bernie 2020, bro. That's all I gotta say. Get this fucking pigeon the fuck out of here. This orange pigeon. Goddamn street rat is what he is. Alright, so I'm just gonna take my scissors. We're gonna cut this off here. Okay. We've got our bag. Let's go squish it. Well, I've got to turn on the plates. They're not on right now, but they heat up pretty fast, actually. And they're already heating up. They are already heating up. So we're just going to grab some parchment paper, fold it in half, and put this little thing on there, and hopefully we'll get a nice... What's the moral difference, Justin? The word marijuana has roots in racism. Cannabis is the actual term that they didn't want people to call it. Because cannabis doesn't really sound Mexican or Latin. But the word marijuana, that sounds Latin. And if you're a prejudiced American in the early 1900s, And that word sounds repulsive to you because you don't like Latins or Latinos, right? You understand the moral difference now, Justin? What's the moral difference? What do I think about dank vapes? Those people that are poisoning people? I think they're a bunch of fucking douchebags. What do you think about them? And the fact because they're fucking putting vitamin E oil in their vapes? Those guys? Man, I hope this bag maintains. Maybe the bag sat in the sun or something? No, where did I get that? That bag was in a... It's in that cabinet, man. That bag was not sitting out in the sunlight. Dank Vapes has some good shit. All right, let's go put this in the press. I wonder where it's at. Is this heated up yet? Probably not yet. I should probably be a little bit more patient. Let the plates get 180 degrees. Just gonna wait. I don't know where I put the parchment paper at. Let's see it. I thought I left it in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I see it. Let's get a piece. This one. Okay. Great. Great. And this flat piece here. Hey Jason, what's up, buddy? His favorite. So we're gonna take this orange bud and we're going to put this in the press. I think my plates are probably hot enough now. Sacramento. Who's playing in Sacramento? Here, wait, I'll be right back, dude. Let me go press this. I am heated up. We're all nice and hot. We're ready to go. Ready to rock and roll. Wasn't able to do a second press before because there was nothing left to press. Hopefully this bag will keep it together for me. Maybe it was just the fact that I did it too fast. Maybe I should do it slower. stick at 8. Okay, I got oil pouring out. I got oil pouring out all over, man. It's looking great. I got oil coming out, and I don't want to stop. I'm just going to keep it right here at 8 tons. Got some coming out from the paper. Oh, it looks beautiful. 8 tons. Okay, I think I'm good. Oh, oh, oh. Oh my God. I found my fucking, oh my God, I found my zone, man. I got in my zone. Holy shit, guys, look at this. Oh, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, that's my zone, baby. Oh my God, look at that. That's my zone, 8 tons. Andrea, check that out. Perfect press. 8 tons. This is orange. Oh, it smells so good and orangey. You could make like a tea out of this tea bag right here. Oh, it smells so delicious. So here, let's just set this right here. But look, this is what I want to show y'all. Look at this return, and no muss, no fuss, man. It's gonna be easy to clean up. There's no particles. You know, I see like 1 or 2 little pieces. I think I see 1 little piece on there. Look at this. Look at this return.
How big is the bud?
It's a few buds. You know, it's like a quarter of a. It's like a quarter of an ounce, I would think. Hey, Jason.
A quarter ounce, you said? You put in?
Yeah, like 7 grams, maybe. Maybe something like that. I'm just gonna add to this.
What do you want from me? Clearly you want something. No. No, food. What? You have food.
If the U.S. responds to their recent military action, they will respond on U.S. soil. That's what Iran says. They're gonna. What did I just tell you guys? What did I just tell you guys? You know what would be a great tweet? Dear Iran, and then a list of all of Donald Trump's properties all over the United States. Nick Brown, you like that tweet? Would you retweet that? Oh! You guys got anything else to say, or you guys got real quiet all of a sudden? Why do you guys get so quiet? Why do you get so quiet? They already posted a map of all of Trump's... Who's they? Mary, who's they? Watch me scrape the goods. The goods. Hey, Zachary. You're trying to recall? Courtney. Courtney Nicole. Well, Trump owns property in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, Saudi Arabia is pretty well protected. I'm sure they've got missile protection over there. I wouldn't be surprised. They got a lot of money. No, I didn't put it in Nicole. Probably should have. It's coming off the page pretty easily. Yeah, it depends on the strain too. This would do better if it was cold. If I had a cold plate underneath it. George Williams. Lots of ammo. Why, George? What are you worried about? You think someone's coming to your house, bro? I would only be worried if I was spending the night at a goddamn Donald Trump property, bro. Otherwise, you ain't got nothing to worry about. George, do you even live in the United States? You live in New York? Bro, Bro, you're not getting attacked by fucking Iraqis or I'm sorry, Iranians in New York, okay? Calm the fuck down, George. With your fucking... what do they call that? With your compulsively buying of fucking ammunition. We're fucked. Oh, we're not fucked. We're fine. You guys are making an awful lot out of nothing. It doesn't concern your personal safety. So, you know... When Iran says they're going to attack inside the United States, they don't mean they're going to send missiles over. George, you sound like some crazy kook from the movie 1941, bro. When the Japanese, they thought, you know, the Japanese were attacking the United States. Everybody was going crazy. Oh, man. From a Vermont air base. Oh, George, whatever. You're just looking for an excuse to try to back up what you just said. That you're in harm's way somehow. You're hilarious, bro. You could save the day, George, with your fucking ammunition that you stored up. It's never gonna get fucking fired at anybody. My gun's loaded. Yeah, I mean, I've got guns that are loaded too. I'm not sitting here on the internet trying to act like I'm some kind of a fucking superhero badass like you two motherfuckers are. No, you're not, George. You know, just shut the fuck up. Okay, just shut up, George. Okay, and you too, Blake. You guys aren't fighting anybody with your fucking loaded guns. Shut the fuck up. Do you realize how fucking stupid you guys sound? You guys sound like little fucking scared little children. Just shut the fuck up. Both of you. You're trying to fucking... You're trying to walk it back, George. That's what they call that, what you're doing right now. And what you originally said was you know, in response to what we're talking about here, which is war with Iran, is that you've stored up ammunition and that everyone else should too. And now you're going back and you're trying to walk it back and say, oh, you know, you need to protect. I'm not talking about saving the day, just a precaution. I meant you protect your home and self with handguns, buddy. It's the same thing. Lol. George, shut the fuck up. Okay? Well, Blake, well, then, if you're not a badass, quit trying to talk like you are, okay? Shut the fuck up about how badass you guys think you are with your fucking guns. You sound like dudes with real small dicks. That's what you sound like to normal people. You sound like dudes who have really small penises. I'm just saying, that's what you fucking sound like. So just stop. Shut the fuck up about your fucking guns and what you're gonna fucking do to Iran and it's a fucking bunch of idiots. I live in New York near an airbase. I live in New York near an airbase. The first part they're gonna attack. It's the point of attack. I'm looking for people who are going to get real with me, that's all. I'm looking for the real people out there, not the fucking dudes that are living in a fucking fantasy world. Okay? All right, George? Okay, Blake? Blake jumped on with you. Blake, you jumped in the line of fire, bro, so have fun with it. Guys are so quick to be a fucking lemming and jump behind an idiot. That's why Donald Trump is the fucking president of the United States now. Because of lemming morons like y'all. I'm not saying you guys supported Donald Trump or even voted for him. I'm just saying that's the fucking mentality. That's all. I wish you guys were smarter. You know? I wish you could see yourselves for what you sound like on the internet, typing your little internet threats out. I wish you could see that. Oh, Alan, no, that's okay. You guys laugh all you want. It's fun for me. This is fun. I'm having fun. I'm having a go at George and Blake right now. I'm having a go at them. Taking the piss out of them. And they deserve to have the piss taken out of them. You know, and that's why, hopefully that's why they're here. It's fun. That's why you go to Blazing Pianos and tell them it's your fucking birthday. And then you get up there on stage and they fuck with you. Oh, this shit. You know, you got to do all this shit. And they do this whole thing. And they're fucking, they try to embarrass you as much as, and at the point that they think they're embarrassing you the most. And they put the mic up to you and you say, oh yeah, today's not my birthday, suckers. Thanks for all the attention. My birthday's in July. It's December. I know all about it. I'm one of the ones that troubled. Thanks. I love the Asperger's while I play Fortnite. Keyboard wars. I hope you have your ammunition stored up in New York next to the army base like me. Oh, oh man. Trendy militia. The trendy militia, man. They're all fucking weaponized. I want to get my cold plate like Jinmin said. Are we having fun? Are we having fun yet? I am. Look, let me get my cold plate and we'll see what we can do with that. I usually keep one in the freezer. In the freezer. I usually keep one in the freezer. I like it to do this. I like it to do that. I like it to do this. I like it to do that. I like it to do this. I like it to do that. cold plate. Ooh, it's very cold. It's been in there for quite some time. Quite some time. Quite some time. Quite some time. Okay. Let's see how we go. Oh, that's a lot better, Jinmin. Thank you, sir. Now we're getting it. We're getting a lot now. I think I may have gotten a little too cold. It's getting a little snappy on me. It's getting a little snappy. Alan, it's your first time you're having fun. Just keep dabbing. That's what I do. Valentine. Billy! Alan and Rebecca, y'all follow me on here. Cold plate tech, nice. I followed Alan, Rebecca said. You guys all know each other? Are you guys friends? I was just jumping on George Williams' shit. George is a nice guy. I like George. He's been around for a long time. Defense Secretary Mark Esper said the U.S. should expect retaliation from Tehran for the drone strike that killed Qasem Soleimani. Yeah, definitely. A U.S. official confirmed that multiple ballistic missiles have been launched into Iraq from Iran, targeting American bases. The White House is preparing for a possible address by the president as Iran threatens to attack inside America. Well, the president of the United States might be going live to address the country about these attacks, man. This is fucking crazy. White House is preparing for a possible address. Okay. The Defense Department said it is working on initial battle damage assessments after Iran launched attacks on U.S. military bases in Iraq. Like I said, what's the damage, right? Oops. This is getting too warm. There we go. Gotta go while it's cold, baby. Get it while it's cold, they say. They say. So the president is going to address the country about Iran saying they're going to attack inside our borders. They're working on it. Juicy, Junior. Real juicy. It's my way or the highway. Okay, there we go. That's what I just pulled off of there, man. That was a fantastic little return. Among what I've, among other stuff that I already put in there. That was just more of it. So, yay, man, I got even more. We're just adding to the lovely, lovely, loveliness of it all. And that makes me happy. Harper. Wait, let's take this. I want this. I want this. I want this right here. Yes. Defense Department assessing damage in Iraq. The Defense Department said it is working on initial battle damage assessments after Iran launched attacks on U.S. military bases in Iraq. More than a dozen ballistic missiles at 2 Iraqi military bases. Okay, Trump will not deliver address tonight, White House officials say 4 minutes ago. President Trump will not deliver an address Tuesday night following a missile attack on 2 Iraqi bases that house U.S. troops, a White House official said. Aides had been making preparations for a possible address to the nation after Iran fired missiles at U.S. forces in Iraq, but an official now says Trump won't appear before cameras tonight. A video from Iran's Sima News reportedly shows missiles being launched and fired at Al-Assad Air Base in Iraq. David Pakman's gone live? Yeah. Maybe we should all head over there. Let's all go to David Pakman's live stream. You heard it here first, though, guys. I told you we're at war. We're going to war, and now we're there. Live, David Pakman. 2,800 people watching him live right now. I got 32. How long's he been live for?
I mean, this is going to lead to some deaths if it continues to escalate. Let's look at this article from the Associated Press and see if it gives us any new information. Iran struck back, we know that. 2 Iraqi bases housing U.S. troops and warning the U.S. Not to retaliate. Iran only initially acknowledged targeting 1 base, no immediate word on injuries. We already know Iranian state TV says this is revenge for the killing of Qasem Soleimani. The Iran Revolutionary Guard is warning about retaliation. We are warning all American allies who gave their bases to its terrorist army that any territory that is the starting point of aggressive acts against Iran will be targeted. We already talked about Martyr Soleimani. A spokesperson for the Norwegian Armed Forces told AP in a phone interview that about 70 Norwegian troops were on the airbase. No injuries.
Is that your
reported
puppy?
Thus far. This is going to get extremely ugly. And remember that we heard from, was it Mike Pompeo, that this is all just noise? Well, when the deaths start, we'll see if they can still call it just noise. We have been told that this is going to be very simple. We were told that this was going to be easily taken care of by alpha male Donald Trump. And it is going to be the opposite of all of these things. And
All right, you guys, I'm going to watch David Pakman. Join me watching David Pakman live right now, guys. And support me on there if I say anything.
You know, the United States has a long history of fighting politically motivated wars. There's a very
I don't know if he accepts super chats.
let's look at the Department of Defense Twitter as people are suggesting.
He's got one there.
About this. Department of Defense.
Super chat.
So it's a 4-tweet series. Let's take a look.
I'm gonna
at it.
try to super
This-
chat
this
right
is-
now.
I'm struggling to keep up with this as much as everybody is, so let's take a look at everything together. Department of Defense has sent a 4-tweet series. The following statement is attributed to Chief Chief Pentagon spokesman. At approximately 5:30 Eastern on January 7th, Iran launched at least a dozen ballistic missiles against U.S. military and coalition forces in Iraq. It is clear that these missiles were launched from Iran and targeted at least 2 Iraqi military bases hosting U.S. military and coalition personnel at Al-Assad and Erbil. We are working on initial battle damage assessments.
Nick Brown, you're welcome.
This is starting to look more and more like a war. It's sounding more like a war. In recent days,
It's getting me do. It's letting me do the super chat on Trendy As Dabbers channel for $2, guys. Yes, $2 super chat. It's going up. Everybody like my super chat. Please, everyone, thumb it up and like it and do whatever you can with it.
Evaluate the situation and our response.
There it is.
All necessary measures to protect and defend U.S. personnel, partners, and allies in the region. Due to the dynamic nature of the situation, we will continue to provide updates as they become available.
Read the super chat, David.
From ABC News, still nothing.
Read my super chat, David.
We're going to keep an eye on this Twitter account for sure, and this is looking extraordinarily ugly. This is looking extraordinarily ugly. Let me see. I had a few other updated articles that I wanted to. So there's another. Let me see if this is the same article.
Zach Murphy, thank you, buddy. Oh yeah.
Seems to be. Oh, I see. The Jerusalem Post has updated this. Let's refresh. Let's take a look at this video and see what's going on.
Steve Running, thank you.
Feels like 2003 all over again.
Videos of missiles in the air. Jesus. Off to go kill Americans. It's creepy, man. Who just said they're attacking U.S. soil? I'm not seeing that anywhere. It's an announcement that Iran just made, Billy. It's all over Twitter.
This is because Trump is impeached, guys. This is the worst of this is the worst of the worst.
Is this a
of
tantrum?
Politically motivated warfare. I'm starting to get some messages via super chat
Yeah.
over on YouTube.
Read mine.
As well as on Twitch. Let's start looking at what folks are sending in. Awesome Gaming says Dow Jones futures are down 360. You know, I don't actually see that. 17 minutes ago, maybe I see it's not being reflected live. Not that the stock market is the main thing here, but the reason this is interesting is that so far, even with the killing of Soleimani, you didn't see the markets crash, which was a sign that it wasn't yet necessarily escalating. Now we see U.S. stock futures slumped along with Asian equities. Futures.
I'm sending
500.
Another super chat.
1% on the Dow is close to 300, right? Yeah, so that makes sense. Futures decline.
He's so scared he's going to see that name Trendy As Dabbers.
Tomorrow's going to be brutal. I mean, listen, that is so secondary at this point, but it is absolutely a sign that this is going to get increasingly ugly. Trendy As Dabbers says, is it a good time to golf or vacation at a Trump business? I would obviously be staying away from those anyway. Because, Ryan Henry Dean says via Super Chat, if Trump says no more attacks on the U.S. and stops now, I actually think his strategy might work. Iran would not do more. They got their revenge. We avoid war, but Trump still looks strong, maybe. Trump is not going to believe himself to be strong if the last word is Iran bombing 2 of our bases. I mean, that's listen, we know Trump, guys.
Yeah,
If the
right.
last word is
Oh, yeah.
they bomb 2 of our bases,
He's bombing 50.
Donald Trump is not going to be satisfied by that.
No, we're at war. We are at war.
We have to do this at this serious time, but I do have to ban a few people.
Ban?
Because the anti-Semitism is running rampant.
Wow. Wow. Just let them be anti-Semites, bro. Fuck them. The anti-Semitism is rampant on YouTube. Come on, bro. Welcome to YouTube, David.
Tonight we are keeping an eye on the Department of Defense, which has been sending a number of tweets. I will thank members. I mean, listen, I don't know how long this is going to be. If you want to support what we're doing, this may be an all-night stream. I will thank folks, and I want to thank Michael Batista, who has signed up at joinpacman.com. Thanks, Michael. Very much appreciate that. Let me see the questions people have over on Twitch. L1491 subscribed and says, thanks for keeping us in the know. My pleasure. Mio Fafard subscribed with Prime. Moondog22 subscribed with Prime. Miltonic subscribed with Prime. Thanks very much. Lisa MW says via Super Chat on YouTube, thanks for hopping on, glasses and all, to hang out and let us know what's going on.
Glasses and all.
How you do that whenever stuff is going on. Yeah, this may be a very, very long night. We genuinely don't know what to expect. And let me see if I can pull up a Google News feed and we can see what else is coming in. If people have
right on, Justin,
bits of news we should be looking at, I'm glad to do it. Things are happening so quickly that it is very, very difficult to keep up. But there is a lot going on, and listen, if by tomorrow morning we were committed to more of an escalation militarily with Iran, I would not be at all surprised. If a few days go by without much else happening, that would also not be
right. I wouldn't have been surprised either. I'm surprised that it happened so fast, though. The response was so quick.
Let's take a listen to a little bit of ABC's coverage and see what's going on.
I'm having a hard time getting the chat on the same page. Mini player.
Yeah, that's right, David. We believe that the 2,500 extra troops were flown
Mini
into
player.
the region. This is primarily in
Default view.
trying to bolster US defensive positions.
T. Oh, there we go. Default view. There it is. Got it.
When the president ordered the withdrawal of some troops from Syria, Ain Assad was one of the places where some of those troops went. So there are significant...
Dude, all these people spending all this money, and he read my $2 fucking super chat. Oh my god, I'm loving it. Trendy as dabbers. No one can say trendy as dabbers.
Listen, this has every indication that it is about to get absolutely and completely insane. We have, if you're just joining us, breaking news, there have been ballistic missiles fired from inside Iran at least two bases, and now it's starting to seem as though maybe a third base in Iraq maybe has been attacked. We're trying to keep...
Dude, are they evacuating the goddamn bases?
Let me thank...
30 deaths, they're saying.
And answer some questions. Somebody says via Super Chat, this is the best time for Trump fans to join the army. Put your money where your mouth is. I mean, listen, that's not a crazy reaction to have, right? If there are people who genuinely think this is a good idea, go and sign up the way people did after 9/11. Waiting to Fade says, what books would you recommend to learn more about the Iraq War? I'm actually not sure. I don't have any Iraq War. Andy Rue says, what's your take on the relationship between Iran, Russia, and China in terms of the response by Iran? Going to address that on the program tomorrow. I'm still sort of hammering out my thoughts on that, and that is there are a number of complexities there to consider. Thanks to Cody Crossman for signing up at joinpatreon.com, as well as Danielle Coleman and Jason Terry. I really appreciate everybody's support. As you can probably tell, I'm in gym clothes and have taken my contacts out for the day and was getting ready for a very early evening. And we may be going to war here. So
we may be going to war here?
I want to hear from you. We're live on YouTube. We are live on Twitch. Let me thank Atonium on Twitch, as well as Chef Euro and Nexus1111 for signing up with Twitch Prime, as well as Jethro Parsons. It is what must be 8 hours later, right? So it must be about nearly 5 a.m. Let me see. Current time in Baghdad. This is 4:55 a.m. This is, you know, when I think back to the first Iraq War, when I was like 8 years old, when I think back to the second Iraq War, this is typically the time where it gets going, where we learn about it. It's often between 3 and 5 a.m., the darkest point of the night.
It's so ironic that this is all Barack Obama's fault.
Hostilities, and they become very late nights, and this is this for me is feeling once again like one of those. I'm seeing messages from folks saying that Iran is starting another round of attacks. I'm not seeing any other information. Let's see if the Jerusalem Post, which has been keeping us updated, this has been updated again. Let's see if there's any additional information that would be relevant. Iranian media reported a second wave of missiles, but I think that is not new. The stock market information has been updated. Oil prices rose. This is the exact predictable trajectory that we would be anticipating here. We will see if Google News updates here as well. The latest that we are seeing is from CNN 14 minutes ago. Let's take a look. Still 2 bases are the reports. 2 bases are the reports. Yeah, this is really, we've got to look at Hillary Clinton's emails. I mean, listen, if we don't figure out what happened with those emails, it's obviously that's insane. Obviously, that is absolutely and completely insane. Let me read a few more super chats because I do see them coming in. Donkey Gamer says this was predictable, but with Trump, we really don't know if it's stoppable. That is the fear. That is the fear from a lot of people. Ryan Henry Dean says, I feel Trump could stop and look strong. No U.S. casualties yet. He could say that the response from Iran was weak and that he doesn't want war. It would be a political win. He would appear.
It is so ironic that Obama taunted Trump at the press corps dinner over the birther issue, made the deal with Iran.
Think about how much this could escalate. There's the
Now Trump has
could say, we got
undone that deal in response to the troll. It's as if it's Obama's fault.
Missiles at some bombs. Trump can be the big person and just say we're not going to go any further. Does that match what we know about Trump's personality? No. There is no way in my mind that I envision that is what is going to go on, because Trump temperamentally could not possibly tolerate that. So I can't imagine that that's what we're going to see. Drew Was Me sends a $50 super chat.
Fuck yeah, he did.
Thanks for putting up with the irrelevant comments. Glasses, Jewish, gay, etc. I don't care. You have a great, honest, independent news voice. Thanks. I am Jewish. I'm not gay. I do wear glasses or contacts. When I'm on the show, I'm typically wearing contacts. Yeah, listen, this is.
How is it Obama's fault?
This is starting to
because back in before Donald Trump was president of the United States, he was at a press corps dinner, and Barack Obama singled out Donald Trump and made fun of him at that press corps dinner over the birther issue. And it incited, in my opinion, Donald Trump to run for president, undo everything that Barack Obama has done, including the Iran deal and including going to war with Iran.
See what is the latest there. Okay, Ace of Spades, jeez.
Oh, they're saying no American casualties.
Here we go. Senior Defense
But
Department
Iraqis have been injured.
0 casualties at the moment. News came in at 8:28 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, so
Steve
that's
Running, thank you.
30-minute old news. Would they even, the first responder says, I wouldn't trust anyone from this administration. I don't know that I believe anything that they say at this point.
Right. There might be deaths.
And it may not.
You can't trust the American government anymore, to even report what's going on over there.
Let me say thank you to Duggar Jones. Duggar Jones just signed up at joinpacman.com and is new member number 5 of the evening. I really appreciate everybody's support. This was
What's that? Yes, please, thank you.
The interest level and what news breaks. ABC News for now. Everybody's trying to figure out what's going on. They are just replaying Martha Raditz's interview with the Iranian FM. Is that finance minister? Foreign minister. Which took place shortly before the Iran strike. CNN has the 22p font now. Let's see what's happening on... Iran attacks Iraqi bases housing American troops. Pentagon says Iran launched more than a dozen ballistic missiles. So you have to. There's a lot of repeat stuff. We know it was about a dozen missiles and 2 bases so far, and we're waiting to see.
You guys want a link to David Pakman's show so you can support over there?
Reuters has a new video. Can someone tell me if that's? Can I find it on the Reuters Twitter? Do I need to go on Reuters YouTube? Let's look at Reuters. Live blog. Oh, this may be useful to us.
God, he's
Yes.
got fast internet. Holy shit. He brought up
Explosions
Reuters
at
way
Rocket
faster
Planet
than
was
me.
believed to be Ain al-Assad Air Base. Iran press via Reuters. Okay. Let's take a look at the video.
Zachary Murphy, thank you.
Does anybody in the chat support this? I mean, I'm curious. This seems so obviously misguided. This seems so obviously politically motivated. This seems so obviously Donald Trump fighting political battles, anti-impeachment. Is there anyone watching on either Twitch or YouTube that likes what is going on and that says, I want this. Let's go. Let's go. You know, let's get it. Let's get Iran. Wow. Very little. I mean, a couple people, and it looks like maybe they're kidding.
He's right. Everyone's saying no
Only
war.
Idiots and trolls want this.
He's got 7,800 people watching him. They're all
It's not a
saying no
joke.
war.
I mean, I'm genuinely curious whether there are people who believe that this is a worthwhile battle to be fighting. We have chat. It is so ironic that Obama taunted Trump at the press corps dinner over the birther issue, made the deal with Iran. Now Trump has undone the deal in response to the troll. It's as if it's Obama's fault. Not sure I understand you, Trendy. This is Agel says, don't trust the tweet saying no casualties.
He doesn't understand me.
Media blackout response immediately following attacks. We did the same thing.
I was totally explained. How did he not understand the troll?
Soul says maybe the military needs to set up
That Barack Obama did on Donald Trump. How could he not understand that?
Even my chat, which very often has folks from the right,
Iran just declared war on Iraq? What?
a good idea. Let's see if we have anything tweeted from Donald Trump. Still nothing. His last tweet is still from 6 hours ago. Joseph Vanskoy says, Alia iacta est. We have unfortunately reached the point of no return. Mark my words, this will backfire in November. It seems sort of inappropriate when we may be about to start seeing casualties, and this pointless political war meant to distract from Donald Trump's impeachment. It seems something seems wrong with starting to talk about the political implications. But the question of whether this will backfire in November is a perfect.
Oh, his chat is scrolling. Yeah, I know, right? He's got 8,000 people.
His fan says, I don't support anything that could lead to war.
He's got 8,000 people watching him right now, guys. It's fucking exciting.
People, I hope I'll stay safe. You know, I was texting with my little sister today, and she was born after the Iraq War, the second Iraq War started, and she was saying, "Do you think we could be bombed here in the United States?" And my answer was, I don't think so. I don't think that would happen. But the fact that we can comfortably or relatively comfortably say that suggests a huge level of privilege in the sense that Donald Trump can play this like a video game for political purposes because it is so unlikely that the war would ever come to the U.S. for geographical reasons, for reasons of political power, and for all of the other reasons that many of you know. Killer of Cereal says some individuals investing in cryptocurrency might be in support of the war. I'm actually curious. I'm going to look at my Coinbase account. Has crypto spiked? Wow. Cryptocurrency has gone crazy in the last few hours.
Daniel's fucking rich.
That is actually an extraordinarily interesting side story to this. amazed at what we were seeing here. But in the last, what was it? I guess since in the last few hours, cryptocurrency has really popped, and that I don't know why. I guess the reason that would be is concerns about economies, Western economies, and the currencies that are connected to those economies. And in the same way that Dow futures are down hundreds of points, maybe people are seeing crypto as some kind of safe haven or something like that. I don't know. Edgar Torres says this wouldn't be happening without the Iraq War. Anyone who voted for it should be immediately disqualified. Joseph Orlando says it's a terrible idea, but what do you think if people died on our side? Do we just let that go? That's not even really the question to be had right now. That's not the immediate question. The immediate question is, what is the next step here? Ryan Nowicki, how do you think it will affect the U.S. media if and when our allies, as well as Iran and others, tell us to get out of the Middle East and they abandon us? Well, the corporate media that basically casually sort of cheerleads American military intervention with very little critical analysis potentially will end up between a rock and a hard place if that takes place. Ali Reza Miragasemi says Putin had traveled to Syria to meet Assad hours before the attack, then went to Turkey to meet Erdogan in an unplanned manner. What is your idea on that? First I'm hearing of it, and I don't know anything about it yet. Let me say thanks to a few other new members. Alan Skarupa has signed up at joinpacman.com. Joe Gersak has signed up at joinpacman.com. Lori Hamilton and Kevin Westerman have also signed
Mohammed,
up.
we're at war with Iran right now, bro. I don't know if you realize that. Do you think USA will attack back?
9 new members this evening.
Of course they're going to
I don't know
attack
how
back,
long
Mohammed.
we're
Of course.
streaming, but there is a lot happening, and we are all just here together trying to.
Just a matter of time, man. Those missiles are probably already in the air.
Let me say thanks to some folks over on Twitch. I don't want to forget about you guys. Want to see what's on your mind. Thanks to After Dark for the subscription, Scrivnavo, Tanqueray, Charles SC4, Def Lepriken, and Michigan Mike. Thanks to all of you guys. If you have any questions for me, feel free to include them with your Twitch Prime message. A lot of YouTube super chats coming in, and I will keep going through them as we await more information here about what is taking place. If you're just joining us, this may be the beginning of the United States-Iran war. Sean Geis says, an Iranian on Tom Hartman's show said Iran was so close to overthrowing the Ayatollah. They are very unpopular, yet this united them. Such backfire.
Crazy.
I've been actually talking to some Iranian
Crazy.
friends about that, and they agree completely. Thanks to Stephen Lindsay Satterfield for the super chat.
Hey, Artie.
Terry James says the only silver lining is it may hurt Trump in November. I don't know the answer to that, because it is a very common meme in American politics to say we don't want to change horses midstream when we are in the middle of a military conflict, and I would not consider it a foregone conclusion that this hurts Trump in November. I wish we could. Happens Maker says, hey ho, out of Switzerland, just started my night shift pause. Pretty crazy, honestly, to kind of have a first row seat on those information due to my night shift, but still thank you, David, for glad to be doing this for everybody, although it is absolutely sickening that this is going on. Ryan Henry Dean says, I would support this if it stopped now. I agree with deterrence, and if it was any other president, I might trust the Soleimani intelligence. A user whose name is in Cyrillic sends, I believe, 100, is it Russian rubles, saying, what's wrong with humanity? My question as well.
Thanks for the $2.
Gizmo says, the sad thing is by the time countless U.S. lives are lost, it won't even matter why a war started. Trump and his warmongers are counting on that. It reminds me of the book The Forever War by Joe Haldeman, one of my favorite sci-fi authors. Joe Haldeman's Forever War was sort of an analogy to Vietnam. It is one of my favorite sort of, it's not really a space opera, but it sort of is. It's one of my favorite space opera type books. And one of the things about that book is because of the time travel component and something called time dilation, the details don't matter, but the point is, there are people who are fighting the war who will never make it back because of the time it takes to travel. I'm explaining this so terribly. The point is, everybody, because of time travel, forgets why the war even started, what it would mean to win it, and what the battle lines are. That's the point, and it is very much reminiscent of what we are talking about here, as Knowledge Gizmo points out. Winter Solstice says, David, is there any way we can skip paying taxes? I feel horrible that almost 60% of my tax money goes to war. No more wars. So listen, this
Right.
is actually an interesting point.
I
an
agree.
interesting moment to bring this up. I want to talk about
That is a good
strategic
point.
defaults and as a protest tactic, because it's really important. Thanks to Tia Maria Smith for signing up at joinpacman.com and Vincent Cardenas. I really appreciate you guys. Protest activism tactics.
Got him down on like
This
6 or
country.
9.
We
I can't even see him.
likely
There
are
we
going to
go.
need truly, people, strategic call-outs from work.
Got a haircut and shaved. It's great.
Industry, mass rallies at urban centers, strategic defaults to cripple the financial system, and this is one where so the way that would work is if there was a coordinated effort for everybody.
What's
to
going
step
on
into
in
the
space? I don't know.
wages, right? Within a month, you would cripple the financial industries. You would in many ways cripple government, and it would be extraordinarily impactful. But the whole point of the system is to throw people enough of a bone that they don't do that, but to also prevent them from having a good enough situation where they can afford to go and do that type of activism. Remember that most people pay taxes. So like I'm self-employed. I'm on a salary, but I run the business. So I kind of choose when to pay my taxes. I pay what are called estimated taxes. Most people are paying their taxes through their employers. So it would really be up to the employer to say, we are going to stop paying taxes. We're going to stop sending in tax money. And of course, if everybody does it, the government would be completely overwhelmed and crippled. And people are pointing out the bank can just print money. If you print money to this degree, if all tax revenue stops, that's very different than saying we're going to print a little bit of money to fund healthcare. We're talking about a completely different scale. Maybe that would be the type of activism that gets the military-industrial status quo to be rethought. Remember, that's a status quo which Democrats are not quite, but close to as complicit in as Republicans. Anyway, yeah, that's an issue I've talked about many times before, and we will likely talk about it again. Let me see what other super chats are coming in here. Joseph Vanskoy says, war with Iran will mean thousands of Americans dead, and as always, the poor will fight it and the rich will profit from it. That's the way it works. That is literally the
War Machine, the
no
MIC.
question about it. Let's do a check of what's going on. We'll see if there are any Google News updates here. Still 2 bases reportedly targeted. Let's take a look at whether Donald Trump has sent out any more tweets today. No, he has not. Let's look at the Department of Defense Twitter. Oh, I misspelled it. Department of Defense. There we go. See if they have any updates. None as of yet. And then let's check Reuters to see if they have anything new.
He uses the same news
they have
source
the
I
status
use.
log. Okay, so the last update was
What was
8:10 p.m. Let's see if there's anything new. We're all trying to figure out what's going on.
There's a spider.
Just this video.
There's a little spider in here. Come here, dude. He's a jumping spider. I love these dudes. They'll jump
And
They'll
then
jump
let's
on your
see if
finger.
CNN has any updates as well.
They'll jump. See,
Nothing
the
new.
spider will jump.
Reports are that Donald Trump will not be speaking tonight. People in the chat can confirm whether that is or is not the case. Let me say thanks to a few of the
I'll let 'em
folks
go
who are
outside.
supporting the stream on Twitch. Thanks to Cleric Storm for subscribing with Twitch Prime. Alluring Lord says, what are the chances of this going further than just US and Iran with China and Russia allied with Iran? The chances are non-zero, and I'm going to address that tomorrow for sure. Comstock Rocker says, with the Twitch Prime sub, is there a chance Congress will rein this in? I wish I could say yes, but I think the answer is probably no. Let me say thanks to Trevor Delker for signing up at joinpacman.com and Ron Harrison, Patrick DePass as well. Really appreciate the support. Let's maybe, okay, super chats are coming in fast and furious, but I do want to let's just listen a little bit. This is all earlier, so we're not actually seeing anything live. Is there a better actual live stream that we could pick up here? I checked to see if PBS went live, but they didn't. I'm glad to switch to maybe a more updated live stream, so to speak, because this does not seem to be giving us what we want. CESN.
Closed up.
Let's see what they've got going on.
Hey, Hans Gruber.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's take a look at that. See what they're reporting at this point.
Buy followers, primes, and viewers on followonbot.com. What? Buy
By the way,
followers.
it's sort of disgusting that longtime Fox News flunky Catherine Herod is the one giving us the news on this. I'd much rather hear it from somebody else. But regardless, let's see what they are reporting.
A horrible terrorist. He was someone who was responsible, kind of pioneered the idea of IED attacks and suicide attacks against our military personnel in Iraq. And just as an anecdote for you and folks at home, one of my contactors explained
More
to me
backpack
that
here.
there's a lot of sort of sweet irony in the fact that General Soleimani was killed on that
Jack hair.
Sweet irony. How disgusting. Give me a break. Okay, Dave Rubin has showed up in the chat and wants to know via super chat, do you believe that this Iran thing is a bigger deal than when Kalamazoo College allowed transgender wrestling? That is an extraordinarily prescient question, because as huge as this is, transgender wrestling is just an issue of foremost importance. Absolutely, Dave Rubin. Thank you for the super chat and the $5. I appreciate that. Joe Rader
Dave Rubin.
says via super chat,
He's like,
I
Dave
remember
Rubin
hearing
showed
that
up.
Iran contacted the US via proxies to warn that they would need to bomb bases to save face for the assassination response, so US personnel were evacuated. Very well may be, Joe. Please send a source if you have that. Ave Caesar 2112 says, thanks for ripping me out of Jordan Peterson's sphere of influence. My pleasure, my friend. I'm glad to be of service, of course. Thanks to Terry Babbins for subscribing with Twitch Prime as well. If you are just joining us, we have seen a response, a military response from Iran bombing 2 U.S. bases in Iraq. We have not heard anything from Donald Trump on Twitter.
No, he's fucking got his head in the
for
sand like a big
7 hours.
fucking pussy.
Fresh to confirm that. And indeed, that
Where are you, you
we
fucking
are
dick?
watching to see
The country
what
needs you
happens
right now.
next. This is
It's your
extraordinarily
job.
scary. This
It's the
reminds
president's
me
job
of
right now. We're going to war. It's your job to address the country
similar- feels
and
like it
ease
must have been
people's
9/11
fucking
back in
concerns.
2000.
Where the fuck are you? Do your fucking job, Donald Trump. You fucking prick.
Started the extraordinarily
Jesus.
guided, arguably illegal, and completely
Aw, thank you,
disgusting
hon.
war in Iraq.
Oh,
and it is
yes.
feeling much the same with an even more erratic person. And remember that this is because of impeachment. This is because Donald Trump is desperate to get himself reelected. And whether it will work or not, I don't know.
Let's switch over to David
Often,
Pacman while I do this.
Military conflicts are good for re-election, but this is the Trump era, and I'm sort of struggling for words because this is so extraordinarily disturbing. Christian Burdiel Fernandez says, do you think Trump will be remembered like Bush on the Iraq War as a failure and disaster? I hope that it is worse. I hope that it is worse. Simon Paul says that the White House has confirmed a live address, but at any time he may be tweeting. We don't know. Let's take a listen to the coverage here. This is a video from earlier.
That the United States felt the ball was in Iran's court, to use a cliche, and they were going to be one of the main decision makers over how things would transpire over the next few days. But one of my contacts who works within the White House cautioned this evening that the Iranians are extremely smart and they're extremely strategic and they're also extremely patient. You know, there's a phrase in that part of the world that we have watches, but they have time. You know, so they're extremely patient. I don't want to make light of that, but they're very smart that way. And my contact sense was that significant retaliation by the Iranians might not come until some.
And let us say both loud.
Very interesting. Well, if that statement by Secretary Esper was meant to be an olive branch of sorts, it was certainly not taken as that by Daily.
The gist that I'm getting is that the non-Trump forces that be at the Pentagon are trying to prevent an escalation. And if indeed the strategy from Iran will be to wait before anything bigger is done, to see if Donald Trump further escalates, then maybe there is a chance that Donald Trump will be talked out of further escalation by people like Mark Esper. It's a question mark, and one way or another, this is going to last some time politically. The question of whether this becomes an extended military conflict remains to be seen. Loco Nico says via super chat on YouTube, oil taints everything in that region and soaks it in blood. People have been dying for oil in the Gulf for more than a century now. Tisha T says, is it true that Raytheon and oil stocks went up since last week? It is true. Okay, Joe Rader now is sending me a link to a tweet. Now, full warning, I don't know for sure how much this can be trusted. This is being repeated by a lot of Middle East journalists. Tehran told Washington, D.C. through proxies that it will bomb U.S. bases in Iraq to save face and claim it is a response for killing Soleimani. That's why the USA emptied its bases hours before the attacks. 0 casualties. That may well be. And hopefully we will ultimately find out more about that. V says, just a reminder, if there is a draft, you can file as a conscientious objector to avoid being drafted. Probably won't be one, but just in case. And Safari J says, we nation build like China does communism, meaning in name only. Shouldn't we have left massive troops in Iraq to rebuild and stabilize? We had massive troops in Iraq for a very long time. John McLean says, Trump manipulating his followers to believing Hillary was a war hawk while he wasn't. Now he bombs Iran 3 years later and his supporters go along with it. It is an amazing accomplishment. It has been gaslighting for years at this point. It is should not come as a surprise to anybody that Donald Trump has done not only the opposite of what he said he would do, but the thing he said Hillary Clinton would do. If you're just joining us, we are all together trying to figure out whether we are going to war with Iran tonight. As you may know, Donald Trump ordered the assassination of the Iranian Quds leader Qasem Soleimani. In response, Iran has bombed 2 U.S. bases in Iraq. This may be the start of a bigger escalation and the start of the Iran war, as it may one day come to be known. This may be merely Iran doing something in order to save face, as some are claiming, with no
damage, David C. supposedly.
Or escalation.
Supposedly
We have
no
not
damage.
seen any tweets from Donald Trump for 7 hours. The White House has said that Donald Trump will not be addressing the nation tonight in any case. But we may, of course, at any point hear from him via Twitter. We are also following a live blog from Reuters, and I am not seeing anything. Oh, okay, this one's pinned. So we actually have an update from 6 minutes ago. Footage broadcast on Iranian TV shows a number of missiles fired into the sky, as well as explosions from missiles believed to be landing at Ain al-Assad Air Base in Iraq, which hosts U.S. forces. Let's take a look. All right, I think we get a sense of that. Report from a few minutes prior. We know that markets are reacting in a concerned way to what is going on. A picture of the White House after the attacks.
Huh.
FAA to prohibit U.S. civil operators from airspace over Iraq, Iran, Persian Gulf, and the Gulf of Oman. I actually want to take a look at that. Let me see if I can find Flight Radar 24. I would be interested in looking at that.
Hey,
Let's
buddy.
see if I can find a new window here. I'm curious to see what's going on with routing in the Middle East right now. Let's see what we can find. And so, let me delete that again. I'm actually interested in that. Wait a second, where was it? 8:55. Over Iraq, Iran, the Persian Gulf, and the Gulf of Oman. Yeah, so nothing particularly notable happening yet, it seems like, with air traffic in terms of large disruptions. But all of the normal things that we see and expect in these situations seem to be happening. Let's take a look. This seems like an actual live report now.
That these two missiles landed north of the U.S. consulate, away from the U.S. military presence here. We haven't heard of any casualty. A team that went by the consulate to see if there was any action there. It seemed fairly calm from what we could see. So a lot of anticipation of, is this over, or is there going to be another round that's going to be incoming? Right now, really, no one knows.
Had security there been beefed up? Were these attacks anticipated at all?
We've heard statements from the Iranian government. We heard it from Shia militias here in Iraq that they are going to retaliate. They're going to retaliate with vengeance. Americans were around these bases to stay a kilometer away, so a little over a mile away.
Please make sure if you're watching on YouTube, it's
Thank you,
a
Steve
quick,
Running.
easy, free thing you can do just to support the streams, and I really appreciate it. If you're over on Twitch, please consider yourself invited to renew or start to subscribe with Twitch Prime. If you have questions or comments on YouTube, please send them in via Super Chat, and I will continue answering. As far as some directed against me, there is a lot of crazy BS happening in the chat. So help me out. Whoever can help me out. If we have moderators on either, please do. I would appreciate that very much. Shane Babka. Babka, of course, one of my 3 favorite desserts, along with flan. Actually, I have more than I have a lot of favorite desserts, but Babka is up there. Shane Babka says, now Trump is going to do what Republicans do best and cry victim. We're so effed. Just remember, the rich will cheer on any war.
I've never had
even
Babka.
a nuclear war, because they will survive it, while we, the poor...
Or if I have, I didn't realize it was
There is
called
an
Babka.
overclass, no question, that does very well. Does very, very well in military conflict. A lot of people get very, very rich. Let me say thanks to some folks who just signed up at joinpacman.com. Kyle Beveridge is a new member. Will Collins is a new member. Taylor McLean, thank you so much. Will Collins getting 2 memberships. I don't know if Will actually meant to do that. But we'll count them both for now. If that was an error, we'll deal with that later, Will. But I appreciate your support very much at joinpacman.com. I missed a few other super chats. Mr. CBF21 says, will a war with Iran be worse than Vietnam? The propaganda that is possible today because of Fox News and all of these other right-wing media outlets is far more pervasive.
War
than
was
anything
back
that
then.
going
War
on
was
in the
fucking
Vietnam era.
terrifying.
So in that way, the
Today,
disinformation
it's
campaigns will be
you don't have jungle, you don't have
absolutely
tunnels.
malignant and virus-like in some way. So in some way, it will be extremely, it will be worse. In terms of deaths, I mean, we don't even know if this is actually building to being a war. This is going to be it. We just don't know. I have no idea. Okay, I'm getting notice that Nancy Pelosi tweeted. Let's see what is happening with Nancy Pelosi and see what she said. She tweeted 2 hours ago. Closely monitoring the situation following bombings targeting U.S. troops in Iraq, we must ensure the safety of our service members, including ending needless provocations from the administration and demanding that Iran cease its violence. America and world cannot afford war. Okay, that was a couple of hours ago, and I don't know whether we are going to hear from her again. Thanks to Twitch Scott F200 for subscribing with Twitch Prime. Thanks to Kayla Rin and Draylol, as well as Amber Roses for subscribing with Twitch Prime. Anthony Bologna, or Bologna. Jack17, thanks so much to all you guys, as well as Serrated Riot. Very, very much appreciate the support. Super chats on YouTube are coming in fast and furious, and why wouldn't they? With 86 people, 8,600 people on the live stream. Okay, these are scrolling by. Andrew Dwyer, Savagery by Max Blumenthal. What are your thoughts? It seems relevant. I have not read it. Could not comment. Daniel Rivera, what percentage of Americans do you think would oppose a U.S.-Iran war? My instinct is that it would be a very high percentage of Americans that would oppose an Iran war. Let's do this again. We did this about a half hour ago. Is there anybody watching this right now on either YouTube or Twitch that is in favor of going to war with Iran? Let me know in the chat on either.
Take longer than just a matter of hours for him to decide his next move with his team and then announce it
Don't be so
to,
sure.
the country and the world. But on the other hand,
Nay, says Daydreamer Dan. That was funny.
knew that Iran was probably going to retaliate in some way or another, and that the U.S. would be ready to respond appropriately. President Trump did say earlier today that if Iran does anything that they shouldn't be doing, they're going to be suffering the consequences, and very strongly. Of course, what exactly he means right now is the answer that everybody is waiting for, because as Democrats already point out on Capitol Hill, that will determine what happens next in Tehran, and whether this will continue to escalate and how serious it could become. But certainly already these consequences are potentially dire, and congressional leaders are publicly voicing their concerns about what this means. As for the president, again, we are closely monitoring his Twitter feed, because often that's how he announces dramatic foreign policy announcements, dramatic moves that he plans to make. Nothing at all, Tanya. So I think that's a good indication that they are very carefully calculating what happens next.
Absolutely. It is anytime the
So we're getting into the point of the night now where they are just sort of like repeating the same 90-second video over and over again, because not much new is happening. I would not assume, the one thing I disagree with in that report is I would not assume that it's going to take Donald Trump a very long time to figure out what to do. He is the type of guy that will very quickly decide what to do and do something extremely erratic, and it will be terrible for everybody. Number Theory 3434 asks via Super Chat, does this mean World War III? We don't know yet. We hope not, but we will see. Liquid Ice 55 has subscribed for 4 months in a row with Twitch Prime and says, David, mess up your hair like last stream. You know, I can't. Soda Boda subscribed for 2 months and says, if the United States does retaliate, what do you think the likelihood that Iran allies would join the fight? We will address that tomorrow, and I think it is certainly more than a non-zero chance. Anders Olofsson has subscribed with Twitch Prime. Ilmo Kai has subscribed with Twitch Prime, as has Bladdy Meow. Very much appreciate the support. Tisha asks via Super Chat, is it true that Pelosi recently voted to give Trump an extra $80 billion for war? I don't know if the number was 80 billion, but she did. She did. Jordan Baldwin, why did Nancy Pelosi move the war powers vote to next week? Did not know that she did. A lot of people are saying to check out Ali Arouzi's tweets, so let's do that. Ali Arouzi. Let's take a look at what Ali Arouzi is tweeting. Okay, this is key right now. If America does not respond to these attacks, this may be over for now. If America attacks, it will escalate. Okay, yeah, I mean, that seems perfectly reasonable. The Iranian state media is saying that the IRGC has readied all of its underground missile depots. They are reporting that they are fully battle ready. How this unfolds depends on the U.S. response. Iraqi Shia militias under Iran's patronage are saying that they have launched their operations against the U.S. presence in Iraq. Iranian state media says none of their ballistic missiles were intercepted.
Yeah, Trump's
They
gonna
all
fire back.
hit targets.
Steve
Iran
running
is
empty
saying that
Trump
there is
podiums. Thank you,
no
buddy.
retaliation from America. They will stop attacking. If America attacks, their response will be crushing and widespread. This is what Donald Trump is now sitting around discussing with his generals, who he, of course, said he would trust and take very seriously. Flotog says, David, do you foresee any of the presidential candidates supporting war with Iran? I don't. The J Raid says, I am a veteran combat infantryman, and I will be happy to defend the pro-war hawk position logically. Well, defend it. I am not seeing any logical defense so far. Yeah. Let me say thanks to Jeff Solomon, who just signed up for a membership at joinpacman.com, as well as Alex Davis. Thanks to both of you guys. Really
I've been tripping on mushrooms, someone said in the super chat.
Joinpacman.com.
That's funny. What did he say in that super chat?
Uh-oh, did we just freeze? Did I just freeze momentarily? My entire
I've been
system
tripping on
just
mushrooms
froze.
and I'm just finding out about this. What can Bernie Sanders do at this point if we were to win 2020? What a fucking dumbass.
Very strange. I did freeze. Oh, very weird. All good now, people are saying. Very good. Appreciate that. Mohammed Pope says, we've known for years that the establishment wants war with Iran, regardless of their actions. How can they get away with this? The same way they got away with the Iraq War #2, the same way they got away with Iraq War #1, the same way they got away with Vietnam, and on and on. Brendan Hazlitt says, wow, I've been tripping on mushrooms, and I'm just finding out about this. What can Bernie Sanders do at 2020? You know, you seem to be tripping balls, so I'm just going to let you do your thing, my friend. I don't know how much I can say about your question. Raina Akri says, what is
Tripping
Hezbollah?
balls.
Why attack Dubai and Hafia? Who attacked Dubai? I'm not sure I know exactly what you're referring to. Let's listen to this report from the Pentagon now. Take a listen.
Get some more information on what Defense Secretary Esper was doing this afternoon and this evening. Both he and General Milley, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, were here in the Pentagon when the attack occurred, and then went to the White House to brief the president, and then came back, and they have had a number of meetings. The entire Joint Chiefs of Staff met with the Secretary of Defense, the Secretary of Defense, and other officials in this building made calls to all of.
All right, guys, I think I'm out of here. I'm going to watch some more of this on my own, but I'm going to end the show. I will see you guys later. No law regarding cannabis. If you want to support me, go on over to Twitter, Trendy As Dabbers. Support me, Trendy As Dabbers, on YouTube, and subscribe to that channel. I would greatly appreciate it. That's Trendy As Dabbers on YouTube and Twitter. And start retweeting every single tweet that you see me put out. And start conversing on this tweet. Start a conversation. I would love to see comments. All right, guys. Bye-bye. Thanks again. Hope you had fun.